This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the run. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They get through and it's blocked. And they got it. The Cardinals offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was...
There he goes! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. This time they'll go to the running game.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Under fire. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall in.
Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
The Cardinals get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown? Their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime. I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Jennings. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the linebacker did a great job understanding. The running back slips out. He expands with him. And how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws.
Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. The throw to the outside is complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Knight.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
A panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot.
And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Got room at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Mustangs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. on the ground. It's Watson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fires left. Holds it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cardinals are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. On the run deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? To the air, it's Jennings. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's McWilliams. And the Cardinals need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Knight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. To throw, it's Jennings. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's got him. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. They strike first here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now on first down, they need... answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisville! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. Touchdown Cardinals. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job on the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
To the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Knight. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, SMU. And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Have to go for two here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Have to go for two starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. The snap sets up to throw. He got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they kick the game in double overtime.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense to live.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.